Welcome back to my page. It is great to have you guys, besties. As always, would love to get to know you down below, but if you are brand new here, welcome. My name is Bree. A little bit about me. I'm a nutrition coach. I coach inside an app called Team BGF. And I'm a nutrition coach in there. We also do follow along workouts that are minimal equipment, 30 minutes. Follow along with me. So literally all you do is press play and you get me the entire time to walk you through every single step of the way. Plus we have challenges, giveaways, core programs, workout classes, such as like spin and kickboxing. I did one of the spins this morning and oh my gosh, my legs are just toast. We have education, literally so much. So I am working with 2 other coaches in there. So it's not just me, but let's see what else. I am married to my high school sweetheart, Brandon. You'll see him a lot within these videos. He loves to make an appearance. And then we've got 2 kiddos, Brady and Blair. We are in our 2 under 2 era. So on this page, you will see tons of stuff, fitness related, mom related, husband and wife related, family related, vlogs, workouts, healthy recipes, grocery hauls, and also let me know down below what else you guys want to see because I'm here to hang out with all of you guys and I'm super excited that you're here. So I like to post every Monday and Thursday, so I'd love a subscribe, comment down below, like, and let's be besties because that's ultimately what I want and why I'm doing this. But I figured today I get this question so much. So like I was just talking about, I am a mom of 2 under 2. Blair is currently 3 months. 3 months this week. And so we are 3 months postpartum. I'm almost back to my pre-baby weight, which honestly, I don't even really like to use those terms because what does that even mean, right? Like I just utilize the scale as what it is. It's ultimately a gravitational pull to the center of the earth. So when we focus on that being the reason, it kind of sounds a little bit silly that we focus so much on it. But I utilize it as a small tool to track my progress. But right now my biggest goal is ultimately I am breastfeeding Blair and then making sure that I'm eating enough, fueling enough, and building muscle mass right now because I did lose some of that during pregnancy, which is totally normal, totally common. So if you are in that phase of your life, just know it's all those nutrients are going to baby and it's just totally worth it. And muscle memory is a real thing. And so we can always return back to that. So that's what I'm kind of banking on right now. Just really challenging myself in my workouts and making sure that I'm fueling myself. However, I totally 100% believe, and if you have followed me a while on Instagram or really any other platform, I totally believe in not necessarily bouncing back, but springing forward because moms, we're never gonna be the same version that we were before kids, but we can be stronger, we can be healthier, we can be better, we can focus on energy, mood, cognitive function, and so much more. So I truly believe that it's okay to focus on self-care. It's okay to focus on that time for you because honestly, I need that time to feel strong, to show up as a better mom, to run a business, to be a better wife, and to do the things that I want to do in my life. So that is ultimately my why behind why I show up on a daily basis. It's not always easy, that's for sure. We've actually gone through a funk with the workouts and just motivation, but I do about 5 to 6 workouts per week, 30 minutes, minimal equipment, and then sometimes I'll throw in a spicy little spin class in there and keep it fun. So that's kind of where we're at, but I always get the question, what supplements do I take, especially within a fat loss journey? So like I said, I'm not necessarily in a fat loss journey because I am eating about 2,000 to 2,200 calories based on the day and also based off of like my milk supply with Blair. The biggest thing that is a misconception from moms breastfeeding is that like workouts are ruining our milk supply. And ultimately it's only the case if we're not fueling ourselves and hydrating ourselves properly enough that it can impact supply. So I work out really hard. However, I also make sure that I'm prioritizing enough food and my hydration. But supplementation, I love it. I love it. And I just always want to preface that supplementation is just there to supplement and fill the gaps within our day-to-day lives, right? So like I do my absolute best to get as much whole foods in as I possibly can. But honestly, I would be lying if I said that was easy. I think it's actually extremely difficult with just being so busy, being on the go all the time, the goals that I have and what I want to do. And then like certain foods and aspects to them, as well as like what I like to have and what I have on hand. So without those things, like I utilize supplementation to help fill those gaps. So I'm gonna kind of walk through a day of like what supplements I take and why. And I do say that I am kind of on the higher range of supplementations. The majority of my clients don't take this many. And I don't even recommend this many technically, unless you like absolutely wanted to. There's only a few that I'd be like, oh yes, someone who's starting out should try out like this specific product. But I do take a majority of them just because that's what I choose to invest in and invest in my health. So first off is always a good little pre-workout. And I get this question all the time of like, oh, you took a pre-workout during pregnancy, during postpartum, while you're breastfeeding, like all of those things. So the biggest thing that I focus on is making sure that my caffeine is around 200 milligrams per day. As long as that's in that range, then I feel like I'm totally fine. And then that my doctor has approved of that. So I just stay within that range of actual milligrams. So I have switched like my coffees and things like that to a decaf coffee. So that way I can fit in a pre-workout that's called Megawatt and only has 150 milligrams of caffeine in it. Plus I love that it has some ingredients to help with mental focus. So you can like focus in and really crush your workout. Or if I'm like feeling a slump in the middle of the day, you can add it to that. It's a great beginner pre-workout. So if you're brand new to pre-workouts, I highly recommend that one because it's not gonna make you like warm. It's not gonna make you tingly. It's not gonna make you itchy or anything along those lines. I do train fasted. No, I do not recommend it. And people always laugh when I talk about that because I have been training fasted literally for probably 10 years and it feels extremely challenging for me not to. I started training fasted when it was like the hype. Like everyone was talking about it. I started in my bodybuilding days, in my bikini days. And like I wake up extremely early, roll out of bed and go straight to my workout. And I have for years and years and years and years and years. So I do train fasted. If you're training fasted or you are vegan or vegetarian, take an EAA. This is essential amino acid. No, not BCAAs. I do not recommend BCAAs. BCAAs are inside EAAs. I think I said one too many A's. But take an EAA if you are needing that from working out fasted or you're not getting enough protein sources. If you eat enough protein sources, you don't need an EAA. Or if you work out with food in your stomach, you don't need an EAA. But I work out fasted, so this is essential amino acids. Our body needs it to ultimately help build lean muscle mass and prevent like excess muscle breakdown. So that is why I take this. We are technically breaking down during our workouts. However, this helps prevent like excess amounts of that. So I take that right after my workout. I take a post-workout Formula 1. It is a quick digesting protein. So I pair this with a quick digesting carbohydrate. And if I can, glutamine and creatine. I hate the flavor of glutamine though. I hate it. I hate it. But ultimately, like I was just talking about, we break down during those workouts. I truly did not see results from my workouts until I started prioritizing post-workout nutrition. And a little tidbit, like what I tell my clients is if you're gonna focus on nutrient timing, specifically focus on that post-workout nutrient timing. Some of the other ones are like really complicated and it can make your journey really complicated. But if you can add in a quick digesting protein right after your workout, I swear, better recovery, better results, less soreness. And it's ultimately the one time a supplement can trump whole food because the rate in which it digests. So huge there. Plus, if you can do creatine as well. I stopped creatine during pregnancy, and then I'll probably add it here in about a month or two with feeding Blair. And then, let's see, I take a slow digesting protein as well. So there's two different types of protein. Quick digesting for after workouts, slow digesting for like, this would be the one that I don't necessarily recommend that people like have to have, because this replicates just as if you were to have like chicken, turkey, egg whites, anything along those lines. The reason I take it is ultimately convenience, as well as like flavorings, as well as like being able to make sweet treats or desserts or anything along those lines, just higher in protein. So a lot of the times I'll add this to my coffee instead of creamers, or I'll make a protein ice cream. Y'all know I love my protein ice creams. You guys see it in my day in the live. So Brady's down here and he wants all the containers. So I also take a slow digesting for that reason. L-carnitine, this one has some controversy over it. It is a natural fat burner. So our body does create L-carnitine. The reason I add it in when I am in a fat loss phase is it helps prevent future fat storage as well. So it transports fatty tissue to be utilized as energy and prevents future fat storage. So I love this stuff. Plus it just helps me get my water in. So I usually shoot for about a gallon of water. And I'll put like a scoop or two of these into my water bottle, or I mix them with my reds and my greens. So that would take me to the next thing, reds and greens, reds, greens. Ultimately, the biggest thing that I see is like fruits and vegetables, which is not the case. Greens specifically, yes, they have fruits and vegetables in them, but the greens specifically have probiotics and digestive enzymes to help break down, digest, utilize the foods that we are eating. Plus it helps like reduce cravings, reduce bloating, better overall gut health. If you are working to increase your protein intake, this helps so much break down that protein and helps you be able to reach the amount that you are having. So I eat about 150 grams of protein, and the greens I feel like really help me with that. Plus it helps like make sure that we're not getting sick as often, filled with vitamins and minerals. Like the benefits of that is that prebiotics and digestive enzymes. And then the reds work along this. It's more of a cellular basis though, like blood flow, heart health, and they do have prebiotics in it, which feed the probiotics in the red, so, or in the green, sorry. That's why a majority of people like compare the two. But the flavor of those two, I mix them into water. A lot of people do like orange juice, and then they also add in the L-carnitine to help with flavor too, and it kind of gives that mix. You guys hear Brady, right? Another one that I do, collagen. Look at this hair. Look at this hair. And this is postpartum hair. I'm actually really proud of it. I took it all through, I've actually taken it for years now. But I feel like it's helped so much with like stretch marks and cellulite and wrinkles and my postpartum hair. Like, yes, the growth, like even my hairstylist is like, your growth already is so freaking good. So hair, skin, nails, bones, tendons, ligaments. Our body does naturally produce collagen. However, when we hit the age of 25, it starts to naturally like decrease. So what's up, dude? So that's why I take the collagen. I'll mix it in with my like protein ice cream or my coffee or something along those lines. Here you go. Do you want another one? Prenatals. So I still take prenatals because I am breastfeeding Blair. So the biggest thing is making sure that your prenatals are like good, high quality ones, and that they're not going to miss some of those like specific nutrients. I also pair that with 5 fish oil capsules. So I just ran out. I have one on the way. But the fish oil increases good cholesterol, lowers bad cholesterol, reduces inflammation within the body. Inflammation is like one of the biggest things that I see people have. Inflammation and cortisol, when chronic in our body, causes us to store body fat, particularly in the midsection. So like literally, it's like a fat loss hack. If you want to work on your midsection, take fish oils that are high in EPA and DHA. They have to be those specific ones, or else it's like EPA and DHA is what brings those good benefits, but will ultimately reduce inflammation within the midline. Like it's the ultimate fat loss hack. Plus it helps with like joint health, helps with hair, so many good benefits from fish oils that are EPA and DHA. It's like one of my like nerdiest favorite supplementations that I recommend to everybody. Here, do you want this one? And then I also take a joint mobility just to help with joints, because with like dumbbells and lifting and freaking feeling old. And then magnesium. Here you go. There you go. Magnesium, I love magnesium. It's like my nightly health cap, nightly like routine cap. Brady, can you put those back in? He just spilled them. Good job, buddy. Magnesium plays a role just like a hormone. So I feel like a lot of my clients who are deficient in magnesium really struggle with things. And it's a simple fix. Like magnesium is a all natural product. You want to make sure the magnesium that you are taking though has multiple sources, because multiple sources help with different things. So if you struggle with like anxiety, stress, going to the bathroom, indigestion, cramping, PMS symptoms, anything along those lines, magnesium is the way to go. Hey, no. So I grab this instead of like wine or instead of beer or anything along those lines. So these are the supplements that I specifically take. Oh, I also take a hydration stick every single night. They're filled with electrolytes and vitamins and minerals. That has saved my milk supply for the longest time. I take one every single day regardless of breastfeeding or not, but I love those hydration sticks. And again, it just helps me get my water in, because without water, we can't lose body fat. So those are my specific supplementations. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. But I get this question all the time, so I figured I'd just make a video about this and be able to reference anyone back to it. And again, if you guys have questions or anything, let me know, but I'll put my direct ones down below, and I'll talk with you guys next video. Bye.